Today is a sourdough day. We are doing a sandwich loaf and a classic artisan loaf. I'm about to do my fourth and final set of stretch and folds. Once it's done, I want to look at the dough and see how it changes to know when it's ready to be shaped. And then we're gonna look at it again and wait until it is ready to be baked. I feel like bulk fermenting is kind of the hard part of sourdough because you don't want it underproofed or overproofed, but it's also overcomplicated. The dough definitely tells you when it's ready to be baked. It's 67 degrees in my kitchen, so we're looking at a pretty long bulk ferment, but the bread is for tomorrow, so I don't really care how long it takes. Let's go do the last set of stretch and folds. So it is 9:30 and we are done with our stretch and folds. So we are going to just wait and let the bulk ferment continue. So it's now 12:30 and it's been 5 hours since I mixed all the ingredients into a dough and about 3.5 hours since my last set of stretch and folds. Change of plans, I decided to put the artisan loaf dough into the fridge and we're gonna do a long overnight bulk ferment. I think I'd rather have the bread fresh from the oven tomorrow. So let's check on the sandwich dough. It's definitely not done, but I'll just show you the progress that it has made. So the dough is definitely starting to come close to doubling. You can see that there's some air pockets on it, which is good. It still has that dome shape, and the poke test, it's sticky. So we are going to continue to let this do its thing. It is 5 o'clock, so this bulk ferment has been 10 hours and we're gonna check it. It's got a nice little jiggle to it. You can see on the bottom all of the air bubbles, and the poke test is looking good. It's pulling from the bowl. I think we are ready to shape it. Sandwich loaf is shaped, and I will update you before I bake it. Oh, how good you can tell. That's some good jiggle. Here is the sandwich loaf. Looks pretty perfect, if you ask me. So this loaf is for someone else, but I'm gonna have to ask for the crumb shot. Crumb shot. Now we're gonna check on the dough that we're gonna leave in the fridge overnight. So here is the dough. It's definitely gotten a lot bigger in size. There's a little bit of air pockets on the top. My baby's hand. She wants to do the poke test with me.
Hey, I did it. Wow.
Feeling pretty good about that. We're gonna check back in the morning and we'll shape it and bake it. Good morning. So it has been 9 or 10 hours since I put it in the fridge, and let's check the dough. So the dough definitely has gotten bigger. It has some air bubbles on top. It's cold, sticky, but it does pull from the bowl nice. So I'm gonna let the dough come up to room temperature and we'll check back in maybe like an hour. So the dough has a slow spring back, which is what we want. So I think that we are good to start shaping. Another sign that your dough is ready is when you dump it out, it leaves the bowl pretty clean and flops right onto the table. Artisan loaf is done and she is a beauty. A little bit? No.
Oh, your nails.
So there you have it on what to look for with a bulk ferment. Kind of worked out that we got to look at it from over the counter in one day and also after a cold ferment in the fridge overnight. So the major telltale signs that your bulk ferment is done is it has a nice little jiggle on the top. It has air pockets. It pulls clean from your bowl. And the poke test, you want it to have a slow spring back once you poke it, not sticky and not leaving an indent that doesn't spring back. Let me know in the comments if you want any of the recipes or if there's anything else that I can dive into. And that's it for today. Thank you.